So let us begin. We're going to begin seated, and this is yoga for everybody. Okay. Into our seat. I'm very aware at the moment, a lot of people getting lots of, it's on a physical plane. We're going to go into beyond the physical plane. A lot of neck and shoulders and middle back, a lot of this kind of stuff is going on in people I've noticed, and myself as well. So we're going to have a little look at that while we're seated here, because we're better able, because we're seated, we haven't got to worry about the legs, so we're better able to focus on this area. But just to start, because it's we're already in the middle of the day, we're just going to close our eyes, rest the hands on the knees, and just breathe into that heart space, into that middle space. Close your eyes, just feel that interior space there, and just give it a little bit of your attention. Remembering our oracle card for this week is open your heart to love. So we're just remembering that a little bit. And feeling and seeing as you breathe in and out, really feel that's located in the heart space in the center of your center. Breathing in through the nostrils, and actually let's just sigh out through the mouth here. And we'll chant the mantra on just once. So make sure it's a good one, and really feel your whole energetic system from the crown to the base to the root is really like you're trying to vibrate that whole system, that whole kind of line, that whole kind of, think of it as a spiral, beautiful spiral. We're going to light up that spiral. So breathe in deeply. Take a moment to notice the impact of that. And then we're going to just start to stir things up. So you can rest the hands on the knees, keep them rested there, but really sit up tall here, lifting the chest, dropping the shoulders down, lifting the back of the neck, keeping the chin tucked in. So you can start to feel that. And we're just going to start warming up this lower back area. So inhale. As you exhale, we're leaning forwards. And then we're going to go round to the right. As you inhale, we're leaning back. And as you exhale, we're doing the front half of the circle. Exhaling, front half of the circle. Inhaling, the back half of the circle. And, you can think about everything kind of pivoting from the base here. So this is staying still and everything else is moving. And you can also, I always like to, again, focus on the heart and imagine it is kind of doing a little orbit above the base. It's going around, so you can keep that focus, but we're not bending in the back. We're keeping that back really upright, always focusing on getting taller, always growing taller from the crown. So you can imagine actually what a nice way, also as well as orbiting, you can think about spiraling upwards. Think about yourself spiraling upwards with your breath. And we'll come to a stillness. So we're going to go even taller now as you go the other way. Breathe in, breathing out, going forwards, and then exhaling as you lean back. Think about this spiraling upwards. If it helps to close your eyes, close your eyes. Why not? Exhaling, always going upwards, spiraling upwards. Back of the neck is long, chin slightly tucked in, chest is lifted, shoulders are down. Breathing out, breathing in, feeling your breath. How does this feel on your lower back, on your hips? How does that feel? We're just warming up that area, giving it a little bit of space, a bit of our attention. And then come to center. Interlink the fingers, breathing in, breathing out, press the hands up, extend through the elbows, but keep the shoulders down. We want to keep this nice long neck in the space between the ear and the shoulder all the time. So we have a little squeeze of the shoulder blades together and a lift of the chest and a lengthening of the front of the body. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. Keep the the back of the head, back of the neck, nice and long. So we're not looking up at the hands, we're looking directly forwards. So lots of space for the neck here, rather than getting it all hunched up. One more breath in. And breathing out, lower the arms down. And then we just lift the shoulders up, breathing in, out through the mouth. And again, breathing in, squeeze the shoulders right up by the ears, out through the mouth. Let it go. And again, one more time, breathing in. Hold those shoulders right up high. Hold the breath in for a second. Out through the mouth. Let them drop. Now let's have a look at this neck. Extend the right arm up. Really extend the fingers to the ceiling and take that hand to the back of the neck. So the fingers, or the thumb if you like, is pointing directly down in line with the spine. You can feel, you'll be able to feel the vertebrae there. So the fingers around the left side of the neck, supporting it. So we've got that nice position and the elbow is elevated. Inhale. And as you exhale, just let the head fall forward slowly. And you can just relax. As that happens, just dropping the shoulders forwards and really releasing the back of the neck and the middle of the back, just releasing, allowing the back to expand widthwise. So we're really just letting that release. And then just to get that extra bit of length on the left side of the neck, we just start to let the eyes look toward the left knee, and also the nose starts pointing. So you can really start to take the whole head over to the left. So we're exposing the left side. It feels like the left side of the neck is exposed to the ceiling, if you like, but holding it gently but firmly. Not squeezing, we're just supporting, have that sense of support. The fingers there, feeling that support, and just breathing, dropping the shoulders all the time. Really key area, particularly in the colder months where we kind of tend to hold and hunch our shoulders up. So we take a bit of extra time here, just allowing that release to happen. Using the inhale to lift the head up and dropping that arm, seeing how that feels. Maybe give the shoulders a little bit of a shrug, rolling them backwards, just to enjoy that space you've created and notice the difference between the left and the right side of the neck. Extend up through the left, inhaling. So really lifting, almost as if you're lifting the ribs, lengthening the waist as well, and then take that hand to the back of the neck again. The thumb is pointing directly down the middle of the back, and those fingers are just below that right ear. Inhale, and then exhale, the chin comes to the chest, dropping the head down, opening that space between the shoulders, dropping those shoulders. And then slowly on the exhale breath, just pointing the nose towards the right knee, directly. So you're looking at the knee, but you're also turned your head towards it. So you've got to draw a line from the point of your nose that would go directly to the right knee. And then we're just holding the right side of the neck, thumb is supporting as well. And breathing. And really extending that out breath to release this neck. Dropping the shoulders, both of them down, particularly the right shoulder, keep dropping and feeling the weight of that right arm. Now use the inhale to slowly lift the head up to center. It's a delicate area of the body, and then release. And then we roll the shoulders forwards this time, just to enjoy that space we've created. I feel definitely like my head is floating up. Nice, long, swan-like neck. Beautiful. Okay, let's come into a twist. Right hand on the left knee, left hand behind you. Again, lift the chest, stay facing forward. Now everyone wants to start twisting straight away, but we're going to do it from the bottom up. So the head's the last thing. Inhaling, exhaling, the belly comes around to the left. Really let that turn. Inhale, lengthen, drop the shoulders. Exhale, the ribs and the chest come around to the left. Inhale, lengthen. And finally the head, the eyes and the nose and the whole body is twisted. So feel that from the base of the spine, your root to the crown. The crown's getting taller and taller. We're dropping the shoulders down. Neck is getting longer and longer. Breathing in one more time, breathing out, twisting a little deeper. See if there's a bit more space for you. And then inhale and exhaling, untwist to the front. Just have a little bit of a move with the back, just explore. Ah, yes, nice. Right hand behind, left hand on the right knee. Breathing in, lift the chest, lengthen. Can you feel, as soon as you lift the chest, you feel your abdominals have to work and they're supporting the back. Get that relationship happening. Inhale. Exhale, belly is coming around to the right, so it's long before it twists. Inhale, lengthen. Feel the back of the neck lengthen, dropping the shoulders down all the time. And then the ribs and the shoulder, and finally the head, the last thing to go. Keep yourself very upright, full of air, space, enjoying your body. Breathing in, breathing out. Yeah, let's see if we can enjoy this experience of being in a body or having a body. The experience of this body. One more breath in and untwist to the front. Have a little bit of a enjoyment of the body by having a little wriggle. And then we're going to lift the knees and hug the knees. Let the face fall to the knees. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's do our little cosmic egg here. So I take the hands around the front of the knees, breathing in, lift the chest, drop the shoulders back again, and take the belly forward. So it's almost like your body wants to meet the legs. In fact, they might want to make that connection first of all, and then come onto the toes, and then take the toes off the ground. So often when that you have to balance, we end up relying on, sitting back on the sacrum because it's a bigger sort of flatter area. So we come onto the sit bones instead, and that just takes us into a much more kind of balancing place. Opening the shoulders all the time, lifting the chest, open the heart, back of the neck long. Close your eyes, floating in space, beyond space and time. I think that's our theme today, beyond space and time. Just feel that. And then place the soles of the feet on the ground. Just slide the legs away, bounce the knees up and down. So bringing the legs together, toes towards the ceiling, we're going to come into a seated forward bend. Take the fleshy part back a little bit. If you need to sit on something, you can. So again, we'll do the Dandasana first, actually, the rod. So we place the hands either side of the body and pressing into the ground at the same time. See these 2 points moving away from each other. The chest is lifting and the hands are sinking down. Again, we're wanting to expand this area from the base to the sternum, and also expanding and lifting the back of the neck, looking at the toes there, directly pointing the nose towards the toes. Good. And then just breathe. So sitting up really tall, toes towards the ceiling, and just maintaining and breathing. Really feel your energy just from engaging in this kind of very clear way with the body, and then release. And it feels nice to do it, and it feels nice to release. Now we're ready for the seated forward bend. Inhale, reach up, look at the back of the hands. Exhale, take the chest forward, let the hands follow. Let the hands follow. And then again, we're going to go beyond space and time very easily by closing the eyes. So we take our focus off where our body is in space, and instead we feel into this. So find where that point is. Really focus clearly on, is that my resistance? Is that a little bit of discomfort? And then we stay with that. We don't retreat fully away. We can take ourselves back away from it for momentarily and then move forwards again. Just having that little bit of a breather and a bit of space from that edge will give you a little bit more energy to meet it again. And then also the body will respond. We stay there. Sometimes the body's going, So we come away a little bit. Everybody inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, take the chest forward again. And you can do that over and over if it feels good. Just moving away slightly on every inhale and then coming towards on the exhale. So we can start to just bring that into this. Breathing in, come away. Breathing out, coming towards. So rather than coming down, having the idea of coming down, coming towards. Think about coming towards the toes there, which are lovely and expanded. So try and spread the toes out as well and give them a little bit of a wiggle. With the eyes closed, breathing, long exhale. And then we're going to come up. So inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Place the hands behind you, fingers pointing forwards. And we can either come up into a hip lift, lifting the hips high. Neck is in line with the spine rather than looking at the toes. Or we can come up onto all fours in like a tabletop position. Or we can lift the chest and expand the front of the body, but keeping the bottom on the floor. So you can choose there. You make your selection, and then releasing, coming down. Now let's bring ourselves onto all fours. Okay, so first of all, let's just have a little rest here. Sit back onto your heels, extend the arms forward, bring them forward to the ground. So we're in the swan position. Lovely picture of the swan. Imagine the swan wings, the arms extended forwards. Just let yourself, it's good to, have a little bit of a dream, have a good little bit of a feeling, a sense in these postures of the animals they're based on. What is it about the swan that I want to emulate here? And also breathing into the ribs, imagining those wings expanding out to the sides. Breathe into the nostrils. Add a sigh here, out to the mouth. Good. So we're going to come up to downward dog. So come up onto all fours. Keep the hands where they are. Tuck the toes under, breathing in, breathing out. Lift the knees off the ground. And we're coming into downward dog. Let's just get the legs a bit more lively. We've already done a bit of work on the hamstrings. So now we're going to extend that. So bend the right knee, push the left heel down. Bend the left knee, put the right heel down. Just having a little walk, pushing back through the hands, keeping the body really long from the fingertips to the base of the spine. And breathing into the chest, keeping the tummy tucked in. Good. And we're going to come down. We'll return to downward dog. But once we're down here, now we're going to open the shoulder. I was talking about shoulders and necks. And these are maybe causing a little bit of problem at the moment. Maybe not. If not, this is going to feel good anyway. So back of the right hand on the ground, breathe in. As you breathe out, slide the hand away and bring the head to the ground. If it feels like it's too much, you can always put something on the ground, a block or a cushion, and rest your head on that. Or you can even just tuck your left hand underneath your head there. Sometimes that feels more restful. And then just breathe. And just breathe into the back of the heart, the middle of the back, between the shoulder blades. And you can also relax that left elbow rather than having it elevated up here, just relax it down. So this is very kind of passive, breathing in and breathing out. Focus on your breath, close your eyes, just feel into this and just feel, where is the release happening? And when we release, notice how everything expands a little bit. There's more space. There's less tension holding things. And then we use the inhale. We get that left hand engaged with the ground. Use the inhale and press into that left hand. Right hand on the ground. Back of the left hand on the ground. Breathe in. Exhaling, slide that hand away slowly and bring the head to the ground there. Again, relax that right elbow. Just let it fall. So we're really letting the space between the shoulder blades open up. And close your eyes and just breathe deeply. So as you inhale, really feel that you're sending that breath into the space between the shoulder blades, in the middle of the back of the heart. It's getting expanded. And breathing out, release and soften into the ground. Use the next inhale to push into the right hand and lift yourself back up. Take a moment just to sit back, extend the arms away once more, bring them forward to the ground, and we'll come back to downward dog. So coming up onto all fours, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, tuck the toes under, breathing out, lift the knees off the ground, and we're in downward dog. How does it feel the second time? Maybe the hamstrings feel a bit more lively. Okay. Let's see if we can do a little hip opener here. So we bring that right foot
Just tiny little side steps that's more or less in the center of the width of the mat, and then lift that left leg up to the ceiling. And then we're going to bend the left knee, but it's going over the right side of the body. So we use the weight of the leg again, and then we open and look up. If you can, look up at the ceiling on the underneath the left armpit. Breathe, then extend that left leg, bring the left leg down. Really plant that left foot. Try and get it kind of more or less central. So I like to get it right next to that right foot. And then we lift the right toe to the ceiling, push back still with the hands, bend the right knee, and let the weight of the lower part of the leg and the foot hang over to the left side of the body. And we're opening and exposing the right hip, the hip flexor, front of the hip to the ceiling, looking underneath the right armpit. Breathe. Breathe, yeah, open that area up. And then point the toe again, bring that right foot down to the ground. Just come into downward dog briefly, and then walk the feet towards the hands. Knees are bent, body is hanging now, so get this full release. Legs are working, legs are strong, knees are bent, arms are hanging, shoulders are hanging, head is hanging, so really invite that release from the hips right to the fingertips to the crown of the head. Breathe into the nostrils. Give it a sigh there. Now let's feel the sunrise. So we're going to feel the sun, the heat of the sun, the energy in the base of the spine, and feel that's traveling up. Keep the knees bent, leave the arms heavy. Do this really slowly. Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils the whole time. And see if you can feel that little bit of sunshine rising up, creating space between one vertebrae and the next. So really feel that rising as you uncurl, as you unfurl the spinal column. So it's back to standing. And then again, we're just going to roll the shoulders back. Breathe. Yeah. Enjoying your body, feeling the space, increasing the space. We increase space and time when we practice yoga, because time goes out the window. So this is what we're doing here. Now lift the shoulders up again. We're going to do this again, because I feel like you can always do with a bit more release. And exhale out through the mouth. And again, breathing in. Exhale out through the mouth. And again, breathe in, lift the shoulders high. Out through the mouth. And we'll do these little energy balances. So right hand on left shoulder, and we sweep diagonally across the body to the right hip, and we do a little sweep. We do this very mindfully. 2, we'll do 3 of these. Left shoulder to right hip. Good. Left hand on the right shoulder. We sweep across the body to the left hip and sweep that off. 1, 2. I like to even watch myself doing that, and then it really emphasizes that. Good. And now we're going to just come into a little bit of a warmer of the legs. They've already had a little bit of warming, but we're going to bring the heel to the back side. I like to keep the hands on the hips, keep the chest nice and open, dropping the shoulders down, lifting the sternum, back of the neck long. So you've got real engagement in the body. Even though we're just, moving the legs, everything else is active. Good. And then we're going to lift the knees high. Again, can you feel that your abdominals have to work here? So we're not bending the body forwards, we're keeping the body upright and bringing the knees up, almost as if the knees want to reach the chest. And then we take the leg out to the side, limbering and warming the body, very important, particularly in the colder weather. We take care of ourselves, breathing in and out through the nostrils here all the time. And then let's warm up this area even more. Sometimes that's nice just to, just rub that whole area, the hip. Maybe just give that stimulation. Let some sound out. Good. And now we're going to lift that knee and open it out. Now, it does make a difference, just giving that a little bit of attention, a bit of a kind of a warning, a bit of a, hey, better wake up, because you need to get moving. Lift the knee and open out to the side. Breathing all the time, in and out through the nostrils, just keeping that energy steady, balanced. Good. Okay. And then we're going to come into a little cross crawl as well. So lifting the knee, meeting with the right hand. So really getting these energies balanced, breathing in and out through the nostrils. And also this is really a tuning and tuning into ourselves. Coordinating movement of the body and getting the mind more focused on the body. Good. And then we just take the left leg out to the side, the right arm goes over to the head. So just get this one. We'll just do this one. No, we'll do one more. There's an essential one we need today. But really opening and connecting. And then finally, of course, we need a bit of levity with all of this as well. This will definitely take us out of time and space. So I'm bouncing on the ball of the right foot, taking the left foot behind, giving it a little tap, and the left arm goes over the head. So let's do our little monkey dance and breathe. And don't forget to smile. Very important. And if you don't feel like smiling, do it anyway. And see what happens. See what happens when you try. And then we come to standing. Just have a look at your feet, check in with your feet, lift the toes, peel them off the ground, lift them as high as you can, every single one, then place them down. And then lift the heels as high as you can. So really getting lots of extension in the foot and then lowering them down. Let's come into these little, call these sun moon. I don't know why, I just call this sun moon. Breathing in, lift the arms up, lift the heels high, bring the hands together. Breathing out, bring the hands down, bringing the heels down, breathing out. Keep the breath in and out of the nostrils. Keep it in and out through the nostrils. Inhaling all the way up. Really push off those toes and then bring the heels down. So we get this kind of elevated, spacious being. And we get this earthly, grounded being. And just feel the difference between that. And we really bring our mind and our enjoyment into our practice. Then it does go beyond time and space. You know, we're really feeling into this energy. How does it feel? This lightness, this levity. I'm floating right up into the universe. And now I'm coming right down, not just onto the earth, but into the earth. Have that sense, you know, and if you kind of, you're not sure about that, just try it. See how it feels. Really trying to imagine how that feels. With your breath, you are inspiring and elevating on that inhale. On the exhale, we're returning, coming back to the body. Let's do one more of these because sometimes it takes a bit of time. Really pushing off those toes. If we're going to lift off and then exhaling, coming back down to the earth. Good. So actually, let's do one more thing just to loosen because it feels good. I'm kind of in the habit of these now. The twists. So feet a bit wider, maybe as wide as the shoulders, knees bent, and we're just turning on our axis. Oh yeah, this is what we need. Yeah, breathe in and out through the nostrils, coming up onto the toe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. In and out through the nostrils. Make that a little bit deeper, that bend of the knees, just so you get that kind of bouncy, fluid, loosened feeling. And slowly come to a stop. And why not have this little bit of a pummel on the lower back. Yes. Okay, we're going to come to the front of the mat. Go into some standing postures. So feet, check in on them again, look at them. Feet hips width apart, parallel. Weight on the left foot, we're going to step back into triangle, Trikonasana. So take that good stride, not too big. Hips face the long edge of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms to shoulder height. Inhale, open the hands wide. On the inhale, exhale, reaching over to your left and down. Make contact with that left leg. You can press against it and lift the right hand to the ceiling. Notice how that happens. That kind of opens that hand up. I feel this length from the right side. Also checking that your neck is in line with your spine. It hasn't kind of started hanging somewhere.
There's some strange angle because it's going to put too much strain on the neck. So dropping the shoulders, lengthening the neck always. Notice how when you take the shoulders down, it's like opens the chest. The neck just feels longer and more spacious. Breathe, soften the knees, soften the feet. So we've got everything is active and available to us. Whole body. Use the inhale and use a slight bend in the left knee if you want to. Come up. Exhale, the arms float down softly and lightly. So we've got these contrasting feelings. Bending the right knee, come back to the front of the mat. We develop this kind of more spacious, kind of supple body. Weight on the right foot, step back with the left. It's kind of like a sponginess, that's what I was going to say. So nice length between the feet both stable and even. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms. Strong inhale, exhale, arms come to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Exhale, bending, or no, reaching over to the right and bending down to the right leg. Reaching up away with the left hand, look up at those fingers, extend them, extend that left arm, but keep that left shoulder back. So we're opening the chest, soften the knees, just give them a little bend just to remind them not to lock, and give the toes a wiggle to remind them not to grip. Just little tips just to keep you connected with the whole body. So we're not just focused on, elevating the arm. We're not just focused on, straight legs. We're really focusing on taking our attention around our body as we come into these postures. So they're not still really or static. Come up on the inhale, bend in the right knee. Use the inhale to lift you up. Use the exhale to soften. Bend into the left knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Take a moment here. Lift the toes, look at them, place them down. Lift the heels, keep looking at the feet and place them down, just feeling the ground with your feet. Just a little interlude there before we come into reverse triangle. Weight on the left foot, step back with the right, same distance. Now turn the left foot so both feet are facing forwards and parallel. Inhale, lift the arms up. Lift the chest, lengthen the body, bring the arms to shoulder height now. Inhale here. Exhale, turn to your right. Arms are extended out to the sides. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the left hand down to the outside of the right leg. Maybe it's, on the calf. Maybe it's on the ankle. Who knows? We just reach where we can and hold on to, if you're holding, wherever you are holding, try and get to the outside of that right leg and reach up away with the right hand. If that feels too strong, you can place the back of the hand on the lower back, or even, the back of the hand's better. So the back of the hand, rest it on the lower back. Otherwise, reaching up and looking up at that right hand. Breathe deeply. It's a strong twist, you're twisting and bending, so really be mindful. Keep both feet really grounded. One more breath in. And on the out breath, bring the right hand down to the right foot and take the left hand over to the left foot. And then we bring the fingertips to the center. And inhale, look forwards and actually look upwards. It's almost like trying to get your eyes to the ceiling, and then breathing out, forward bend. Attempt to bring as much of your hands to the ground. If your hands are floating, they're not touching the ground, put something on the ground so you have that contact. Again, come up onto the fingertips, look upwards, and then breathing out, forward bend. Now, come up onto the fingertips one more. Look up. Now, instead of coming back down to the forward bend, take the hands to the hips, lifting the elbows, keeping that chest nice and open, shoulders away from the ears. So strong back, legs, buttocks. Use the inhale to lift yourself up and release. Good. Other side. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, arms to shoulder height. Inhale, expand from the fingertips to fingertip. Exhale, sweeping around to the left. Inhale. Exhale, right hand, comes down to the outside of the left leg. Wherever that wants to go, but we're trying to make contact with the outside of the leg and then reaching up the left hand away. Up to the ceiling, looking up at those left fingers. They're reaching, reaching, reaching. Strong legs, feet strong and grounded, feeling that sense of balance, steadiness, and the breath will help to keep you steady too. Stable. One more breath in, and then bringing that left hand down to the left foot on the exhale, stepping the right hand over to the right foot. And again, we bring the hands to the center. Come up on the fingertips, inhaling, exhaling, forward bend. We just stay in that forward bend for a moment. You can have your hands on your feet if you prefer. Or you can have your hands in the middle. You can even have the backs of the hands between the legs and kind of going back behind the legs if that's something you like to do. So find the position you want, the hands on the ground in between the feet, hands on the ankles, or hands back of the hands behind you. And breathe. Coming into this forward bend. Now we're going to bring the hands, if they're not in the middle, let them hang in the middle and bend the knees. So we're in a ragdoll. So change that position from a forward bend to a ragdoll. And the easiest way is immediately bend the knees. And then the upper body is hanging again. Inhale through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Slowly lift from the base of the spine. Leave the knees bent, leave the arms hanging, leave the head hanging. Breathing in and out softly and slowly, unfurl and unravel and uncurl, roll up through the back. Good. Okay. Let's just turn the feet out slightly here. And we're going to just bring a bit of fire into this. We're going to do the goddess. Feels like a good place to do it. So let's just get the legs a bit more exercised. So bringing the hands, I'm going to come into the center a bit more here, together. And when you bring your hands together, rather than kind of, it's just like this, we really want to think about the chest lifting, dropping the shoulders down, elbows are out to the sides. We've got this very strong open chest here. And then the knees are going out to the side. So adjust the position of your toes so that they work in line with the knees. So your hips are nice and open, but you're not twisting the knee. And again, we're not pushing the bottom out and taking the chest forwards, we're keeping the body upright. So really think about this upright position from the root to the crown. Root to the crown, like a tree. Yeah. Exhale, going down, inhale, going up, pushing up through the feet. So you're really feeling the power in your legs as well. And we're getting a bit of warmth into the hips and into the legs. Now let's come and do the top part of this now as well. So you inhale, reach up, look up. Exhaling, fingers spread wide, tongue roaring and rasping in the throat. Eyes wide. Let's try this again. Good. Roar. Let's get some fire going. Yeah, I think I need to do it a couple more times. My fire is a little bit quiet. Inhale. That's more like it. So I'll do one more just for luck. Inhale. Good. Yes. Got there in the end. We'll just bring the feet together. Give the legs a little shake. Okay. Let's come into a balance now. So now we've got a bit of fire going. We're going to come into warrior 3 balance. So we're going to get a bit more warmth in the body. Bring the weight onto the left foot. So we're just kind of taking it into there. So we're standing up through that leg. And then we lean forwards and lift the right leg off the ground, pointing the toe or pushing the heel. We really want to get that length and see how I want to keep the body and the leg in line. Extend the arms forward just to make that even more exaggerated. And either insert the fingers, have the hands together, have the hands apart. I like to do this little mudra, pointing the pointing finger and inserting the rest of the fingers. And whoop. So yeah, find your foot grounded before you go into that. And breathe the whole time. Don't hold your breath. Don't grip with the toes of the left foot. Yeah, some days the balance isn't so much there, always there, more on one side than the other. So breathe deeply and really make this a strong engagement with your body. And then release. Okay. And then we're going to give the legs a good shake again. Breathe. Other side. Bring the weight into the right foot. I'm bending into that knee and I'm standing up through it. And then I'm extending the arms forward again, doing whatever arm position you feel is good for you. I like to look at the ground so my neck is still nicely in line with the spine. Extend. Hold on to something if you prefer. If you are, if you're putting your hands against a wall or on some furniture, have the arms extended, just to get that sense, train your body to have this extension on balances. And breathing out, release. Give the legs a little shake. So we're going to come into a more restorative position now, just to ease out. Well, hopefully this is restorative. We're going to come down to a squat. We've done a little bit of hip work, so we want to just find this nice squat position. So find it, move the feet around, widen it, narrow it, find the position that feels good to you. And once you've found that, have a little shuffle. Rest the backs of the hands on the ground. Let the head fall forward, as if you're going to let your head fall into your hands. If your heels are off the ground, put something underneath them. Now let the head hang forwards. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. In through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. So really releasing the back of the neck there. Lifting the head up. Bring the hand to the center here. Place that palm down, nice and balanced. If you find when you come up that you're falling backwards, just put something underneath your bottom. You can even sit up on the edge of the sofa or a chair or stool. That's fine. Inhale, lift the right arm. Best to try and have yourself in a more supported position than just kind of weight around. And then we're going to rotate that right wrist. And again, imagine these spirals. So as it's spiraling, it's kind of creeping up. It's getting higher and higher. Breathing and looking at this arm. The wrist is spiraling, but it's kind of the whole arm starts joining in. And then we spiral it the other way, and it's unwinding and it's coming down. Coming down to the ground. Place the right hand on the ground. Inhale, lift the left fingertips to the ceiling and rotate. Let's rotate. We're starting with the wrist, but we're really getting the whole arm involved. Watching it. Stay interested in your experience. And then we rotate it the other way and unwind, still moving through space, unwinding, and it meets the ground. We press into the ground, we come into a ragdoll again. Knees are bent, body's hanging. Inhale through the nostril, exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nostrils, exhale through the mouth. Let's have a little bit of moving or shifting the weight, just again to release the lower back a little bit more, or just to explore it. So, if a release doesn't happen, just enjoy the experience. So shift the weight into the right foot, and then slowly transition and shift the weight slowly into the left foot. See how slowly you can do that and what happens then? Shifting the weight, body is just swaying. Leave the head heavy. Breathe. Good. And then come to center again. And imagine again that sunshine in the base of the spine, rising up through your center. Leave the arms heavy. Keep the knees bent. Breathing in and out. Slowly as you can. Slowly, slowly rising up through the center. Now we're here, we just roll the shoulders back a little bit, bend the knees and just feel that body again. Breathing in and out, good. Just enjoying this body. And forwards with the shoulders. Okay. So a bit of slower movement, finding our center. And we're going to do this Harem Balance. So put the weight on the left foot. And we inhale, lift the right knee, lift the arms up. Really extending the arms up and exhaling, bringing the arms and the foot down. Shift the weight, inhaling, lifting the left knee and reaching up with the arms. You lift the knee high and lift the hands high and then lowering down. Staying with your breath, staying with the breath. The breath is leading this. Shift the weight. So as slowly as you can and try and do this steadily. It's a steady pace. Even that shift of the weight, enjoy that. So it's really very mindful, like
like a little movement meditation. Really see if you can be with all the little shifts of weight, all the wobbles, breathing in and breathing out. And just watching how the body follows the breath. How the body balances. Closing that, touching the fingers there. Let's do one more each side. Noticing how this impacts also on your focus, on your mind, on that steadiness. This balance will create steadiness and stability in the body and in the mind. So amazing what it can do. Just take a moment there, standing, and come into Tadasana. So just find your feet. So just place the foot down. Take a really, make that very, again, very decide that this is my feet position, hips width apart, parallel. Bring the hands together. We're going to stand in Anjali Tadasana. I like this position. And it always, by pressing the hands together lightly, it always makes me feel or encourages me to lift my chest. And again, open this front of the body. So from the feet upwards, feet evenly balanced. So feel the weight in both feet. Knees slightly soft. Imagine those thighs or kneecaps are lifting slightly. And then think about pointing the tailbone down. Imagine the base of the spine is pointing down to the earth. And that little shift of engagement of the abdominals. And then lifting from the abdominals, creating this space here. Lifting the chest, dropping the shoulders down. Back of the neck long. So feel yourself growing taller, the crown growing taller, and the feet sinking into the earth. Close your eyes for a second. Feel that the weight is even between the feet. So really getting this evenness, this balance, this clarity. Pressing the hands together evenly, steadily. Breath is big and spacious. Really feel that breath. Notice when you're going into trying and pushing and kind of getting a bit rigid. Instead, find that softness which the breath puts around everything, that spaciousness that the breath encourages in everything. Good. And then open the eyes and drop the hands down. Okay. A little sun salute, half sun salute rather. So, just checking your feet once again, have a look at them. Lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. Awareness in the feet, awareness with the ground. Inhale, lift the arms up, look up. Exhale, arms come down, bend the knees, fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, look up to the ceiling, open the chest, hands on the knees. Exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, lift up. Inhale, to the ceiling. Exhale, arms come down. So we're really engaging with our body. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, touch the ground. Inhale, look up, open the chest, hands on the knees. Exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Inhale, push up through the feet, power. Exhale, release. A little bit faster. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward bend, straight legs, bend the knees. Inhale, reach up, scoop up the energy. Exhale. Inhale, inspiration, exhale, reaching down to the earth, fingertips touch the ground, knees bend. Inhale, look up to the heavens. Exhale, look down to the earth, forward bend, bend the knees. Inhale, exhale, think of the energy you're bringing into your body with the breath and the body. Coordinated, exhale, forward bend, knees bend. Inhale, look up. Open the chest, shoulders back. Exhale, forward bend, straight legs. Bend the knees now. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah. Inhale. Let's do a couple more. Exhale, bend the knees. Fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Fully. Inhale. One last one. Exhale, bend the knees, fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, look up, heart flies up. Exhale, forward bend into the earth, deeper. Bend the knees, push up, power up, lift up. Inhale, Exhale, softening, softening, softening. Arms coming down. And the hands coming to the heart center once more. Okay, breathing in and out. Steady yourself. Take a moment. Feel your body. Notice the impact. Breathing in and breathing out. We're still moving and breathing. Going to come into this universal prayer. Breathing in, breathing out, pointing the fingers down. Breathing in, open the hands up. Look up, bring the hands together. Watch the hands as they come together. Watch them as they're coming down through the center together, pointing to the earth together. Then they open out, doing their little separate journeys, coming back together, watching them. And again, just bringing ourselves into this space and time, beyond space and time, where we are with everything that is. And that's what this is about. Being with everything that is. So really feeling your breath, what it is to be alive, directing our attention to that, to the fullness of our experience, to this earth we're pointing to this open, unknown expansiveness, this coming together as the hands come together. So we really are kind of symbolizing this movement. This breath is a symbol. We are drawing over and over. We bring to mind all the things that we appreciate today, all the appreciation we may have for our existence, for our experience. Today, in this moment, together. Yeah. Let's do one more. And this last one, just really feel, and what do I need? What do I want? Reach up, bring it together, and bring it into your body, everything that you really need, or something that you really need, really want, and let that land. Hand pressing together, close your eyes for a second, feel your feet on the ground. So you are grounded, steady, supported, and then feeling whatever it is you're reaching up and extending and yearning for, and it's landing and arriving at your heart. Open your eyes, drop your hands down. I'm going to come down to the ground. So lifting the arms in front of you, breathing in, drop the shoulders back and down, and exhaling, bringing the bottom back, breathing in and out the whole time. See if you can do this a little bit slower than you normally do. So if you just kind of plop yourself down, then see if you can just make a little bit of effort. I'm going a bit slower than normally, and actually it's kind of more fun in a way, more engaging. Take the hands behind you, extend the legs out in front. Good. I'm going to lay the body down. So a bit of effort for the abdominals. Extend the fingers toward the toes, but try not to bend the back, keep the back upright. So really, by doing that, we really engage the abdominals the whole way down. We're just breathing. So we're not kind of causing the body to be this tightness where when we hold the breath, we're just breathing in and out the whole time and laying the body down. No drama there. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's just do a little bit of movement here. Moving and breathing is the order of the day. Movement is everything, making sure we just, move the body, dance, walk, run, cycle. Okay. So let the legs relax there. Now as you inhale, reach the arms up above the head. Leave the arms there. Then as you exhale, press the back into the ground. Draw the knees up. Inhale, push the heels up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring the knees in. Inhale, extend the legs away. You can slide the feet on the ground away if you want to. And exhale, bring the arms forward. So we're just moving the whole time. This also helps us to keep our focus of attention. So inhale, the arms coming up. Press the back into the ground, bring the knees up on the exhale. Inhale, push those heels up. Exhale, draw the knees in. Inhale, extend the legs away. You can slide the feet on the ground if you feel that's better for you. Exhale, bringing the arms through space. So try and stay with me, or at least keep this steady. So inhaling. Exhale. Using the nose to breathe in and out of. Inhale. Exhale. Knees in. Inhale. Extension. Exhale, arms climbing forward. That's the end. That's a closing of that movement. Let's see if we can just do one more here. Inhaling. Exhale. Really draw those knees in. Inhale, push those heels up to the sky. Exhale. Inhale, extend the legs away. Exhale, arms coming through space and reaching the ground either side of the body. Inhale again, lift the back of the ground. Exhale, push it into the ground and draw the knees up. And then we're going to just have some fun here. Rocking and rolling on the back. Slowing down and enjoying. And enjoying. When we're enjoying, you know, again, we go beyond space and time. Enjoyment. So expansive. So let's just draw a circle as we enjoy this. Drawing a circle with the knees. So the hands on top of the kneecaps. And we're just drawing a big circle. You can even let go of the hands if you want to try something different. Or want to make a bigger circle with the knees. And that's going to really stir up your center a bit more. And then we change direction. Breathing in as you take the knees away, breathing out as you draw the knees into the body. Either holding the knees or letting go, whatever you want to do. You can try and see what feels good for you today. It might be different each time. And then hug the knees. Place the soles of the feet on the ground, close to the buttocks. Hips width apart and parallel with the feet. Some of you might be able to just reach with your hands and just feel your heels there. Then the hands come down either side. Tuck the chin in tightly to the chest. Just get that lower back rocking a little bit so you can just feel that sort of start of the movement. And you can use your pelvic floor there, drawing up as you lift the tail of the ground. And you feel that, you can feel the back is kind of sinking in, lower back is sinking into the ground. Then you let it lift off a little bit as you release. You see that movement? Very small little movements there. And it's not even, the back isn't coming off the ground, it's just lifting the tail, but you're pressing the back a bit more into the ground. So we're just getting that movement going back and forth, just to get that a little bit more flexible. Now you're going to actually lift the back off the ground as much as you want to, and then roll the spine down. So you can do this kind of slowly and gradually, inhaling, lifting the back maybe a little bit higher, and then rolling down from the top down to the bottom of the spine. Breathing in, keeping the thighs level as you do this. Rolling down. If you want to, you can move the arms with this. Some people prefer this. Inhaling, lifting the arms up, exhaling, rolling the back down and bringing the hands down. At the same time, if you can, that gives you something more to focus on and to keep the attention. It's coordinating the back with the arms, but you can just stay with this original. So you're pressing, using that extra bit of strength. Pressing with the hands and the backs of the arms as well as the feet. And rolling, slowing that movement down, really getting into the spine, keeping the chin tucked in. Often the chin starts lifting up. And we do one more of these, coming up, inhaling, opening the front of the body, exhaling, rolling down. And then hug the knees once more. Okay. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. We're going to come into a semi-supine today. So feet a bit away from the buttocks. I like to put them maybe as wide as the mat and then let the knees fall together. It's just very softening and relaxing. And just place the hands on the body. Make sure the back of the neck is long, or put a cushion underneath it if you know that your neck is not in line with your spine when you lie flat. Then put something underneath it to bring your spine into that alignment. Close your eyes. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. And just stay in this position. Kind of relaxation, self-healing. If you prefer lying flat in Shavasana, then please do that. That's fine. And then do this option
Breathing in and breathing out, just with your eyes closed, just feeling a sense of yourself as this human person, as this limitless being, and this connection between us all. We feel the ground beneath us, physical ground, like our physical body, allowing our body to sink into this ground. And we feel the sky above, the spacious, unbounded universe. And we feel ourselves held between these two things. Let the breath be soft, and easy, and natural. Let yourself go. Let yourself relax. And give yourself this time. Nothing to do. So, coming out of this now, coming to the end of our practice, finishing this time together, we just start to wake the body up, start to roll onto our side, stretch, move, breathe, do all the things we know to do. And taking your time to come up to seated. Come up to seated, look around, move your body, stretch. And once your mind has come out again, feeling your body, seeing how you feel, noticing the impact of your efforts. Let's bring the hands together. Heat and energy. And when they feel warm enough, when they feel like you've really got some power, then we place them on the heart center, one on top of the other. Close the eyes. Take a moment with yourself, with this heart. So we increase our receptivity as we breathe into this heart space. And so we give to ourselves with our sankalpa, our intention. So say a phrase or sentence that you want to encourage in yourself, and say that to yourself a few times here. And feel the warmth and energy you're giving this, as well as the power of your attention. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you for your practice today. Beautiful.